Okay, so this is an initial setup video on this Elite5 CHIRP from Lowrance. It's the ice machine package. Enter demo mode, we're going to say no to that. Select language and just enter to confirm that. You can run the setup wizard if you want. I'm not going to. I'll just set it up myself that way. So you can see it's already acquired its position. We have a lock on the satellites there. We're going to set this up for ice fishing. So first thing we're going to do is go to the Pages button up here. Select Sonar. And then that'll bring us over to our Sonar screen here. And this is just going to be basic setup to get the unit ready to go out on the ice. And we'll do another video on that to test it out and see how the CHIRP works for ice fishing. So first thing I do is go into the menu, hit menu twice, and go to System. I'm going to put the unit into advanced mode. Go back in there to System. I turn the volume right off, so mute it just so there's no beeps. And that's basically all we're going to do in that menu. The next thing, we're going to go again, same area, into Sonar here now. I'm going to turn manual mode on, or actually first, sorry, I'm going to turn this to shallow water. On my HDS that works best, so that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to turn manual mode on. We'll come down to installation here, and we're just going to select the transducer type down here. This is an HDI unit, so it will do the down imaging as well. Lowrance doesn't make a down imaging ice fishing transducer, so we don't need that. We can select the proper one. We're just going to go down to 283 here. And actually we're going to want to go to transducer type and go down to PTI WBL / PTI WSU. Those are the ice fishing transducers. So we'll select that and hit save. Next thing I'm going to do, turn auto sensitivity off. And I'm going to change the range to whatever depth range I'm fishing. I'll be under 40 feet I think today, so I'm going to set it to 40. You kind of just want to set that to the deepest you think you'll be throughout the day and then adjust it shallower as you go. On sonar options here, turn off noise rejection. I don't expect to be around anyone else, so I'm going to do that. It's up to you if you want to do this. The amplitude scope, you can turn that on. It just gives you a flasher screen. I'm going to leave it on just to see how it works with the CHIRP. Our overlay data, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to keep the overlay data on, so you want to make sure that box is checked off. And these are just the numbers you'll see on the screen, like the depth or whatever. I'm going to go to configure. I'm going to change the size of the depth to medium so it doesn't take up so much of the screen. I'm going to remove water temp and remove speed over ground because I don't need that cluttering the screen. I'm going to hit menu. I'm going to go to add. I'm going to select time. And I think that's about all we need. If there's anything else in here you want to put on your screen, you can. It doesn't really make a difference. Voltage is kind of a good one, so I'm going to add that as well. And just hit menu, enter, return to overlays. Now these are small. That's how I'm going to leave them because I don't want them to clutter my screen, but I am going to move them just on the screen. So we'll select it, hit move. I'm going to put the time there. Go return to overlays, volts, and move that. And we'll just move that down to the bottom of the screen. And it doesn't look like there's any other options we can do on these, so that's what we'll do and go done configuring. So now I have my depth, I have the time, and I have my volts on the screen there. And this screen's really cluttered because we're not in the water. My transducer's just sitting on the ground right now. So we'll see how that works. We may have to play around with the noise rejection and sensitivity. I haven't played with that at all on the water yet. So that's the basic setup there. There's really nothing else I don't think I'm going to do. The colors, you can kind of play with that if you like. There's different color palettes. White background's the one I like. There is an ice view. That one works pretty well too for ice fishing. So I'll play around with those and see how I like them with the CHIRP. Basically, the difference between this and any other Elite 5 or Elite 5 HDI is the frequency options now. So you have high chirp, medium high chirp, custom high, medium, 200, 83, and 83 200. So if you do high medium, that'll split your screen. So we'll have medium chirp here and high chirp over here. So that'll be something to play with on the water as well. For now, I'm going to leave it on high. That's where I'm going to start out. Chart, I'm not going to do anything in because I'm not going to be using this as a GPS. Navigation, there's nothing there. Alarms, everything's turned off, which I like. My units, you can change that if you want it in kilometers, but I definitely like to keep it in miles and feet. And that's basically it. There's nothing else to really do. The only other thing you should check if you get a new unit is go into hit menu twice, you go to system and then go to about and just check what software version you're running. This is 2.0. I think there is a newer version, so I should probably do that. I think there's a 4.0 out, but I'm going to leave that as is for now. And that's basically it. That's the basic setup on the unit. So we'll go out on the ice and see how it works.